Welcome to Faith-Led Healing with Tammy Trayer, Integrative Health Practitioner and Certified Breathworker. Tammy's passion is to help people take their life and health into their own hands so they can live their best life ever. Imagine having the energy to fulfill your dreams and create the life you desire. Rebalance your body by removing the stresses and toxicity and start healing. Listen as Tammy guides you along the healthy path with the Lord leading the way.
Hey my friends, welcome to Faith-Led Healing. I am your host, Tammy Trayer, and today is episode number 37. I'm going to say right off the bat that this is not a topic that you will likely hear in many other detox discussions, but I feel this is really important, and I truly believe this is a very big part of our world today, and that is spiritual warfare. This is part of our detox series, and the reason I'm including this is because when we are in a place of poor health, illness, dis-ease, it's very easy for negativity to set in. It's also a great place for the enemy to settle in and keep us in a negative headspace. In that place, as you've heard me talking about through this whole series, is that negativity and stress and anxiety and worry all keep us in a place of being stuck. The enemy wants us stuck. The enemy wants us believing that this is our life and we can never gain our footing again, that we will never be healthy, that we will never be strong. Remember, he's a liar. He has come to steal, kill, and destroy. And that's exactly what he's going to do. And that's exactly what he's trying to do in our health, in our wellness, in our families, in our communities, in our world. Look around. There's so much evil in our world today. But remember, also look and see there is good, and that is Papa working. So I don't want you to be discouraged by this conversation, but I want you to realize that it's real. I also want you to realize that you have full control over the enemy. That is biblical. We are given full control over him, and we have great power in the name of Jesus. And, I utilize that power all the time. Part of my morning routine is starting my day and demanding, not asking, not gently communicating, demanding all evil to leave me, my mind, my body, my spirit, my family, my home, my property, and to never return in the name of Jesus. Not just go away, not just go back where you came from, but I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I also then pray for God to fill me up, because when I am full of God and Jesus, there's no room for anything else. I also ask for wisdom, knowledge, direction, and discernment for me, for my clients, for my family, every morning, because I feel that that is part of armoring up. Read Ephesians 6. We are called to wear the armor of Jesus. Why? Because we are under attack. And it's not something to be fearful of. It's, for me, it gives me a great inner strength and power to know that we have the power over the enemy and over his minions, and that I am able to tell him to leave, demand that he leave, and he has to. It also gives me great encouragement knowing that when, the valleys, we enter the valleys, or we enter a place of illness or needing to heal, that we have the power to keep ourselves in the right headspace, that we have the power to demand the enemy to be gone, to leave us alone in this place, and to know that we have the power to pull Papa into it and gain his strength. Remember, when we are weak, he is strong. We are going to be weak because we are of flesh. We are going to have moments where we are or feel like we could be rocking in a corner. But we also have the power to pray and ask God to protect us, to keep us, to remove all evil, to fill us up. We also have the beautiful thing of community. And if you don't have that personally, if you don't have friends that are tremendous prayer warriors, I invite you wholeheartedly to join me in our community, faithledhealing.com/community. One of the first two things you're going to see is a start here when you enter my community and a prayer request. Why? Because in order to be strong and successful and vibrant and being able to walk out the gifts that we've been given and the purpose for our life, we need to be strong. We need to be willing to ask for prayer. So often people are afraid to ask for prayer for themselves because they feel as though they're burdening their friends, or people don't want to listen to their negative stuff and they're whining. It's not whining. You've got a struggle. You're dealing with some deep stuff. Please don't be afraid to ask for prayer. I believe wholeheartedly that when we ask for prayer, it is a courageous person, because we are sharing, we are being transparent, we are being vulnerable. I don't feel we're being weak. I feel that we are being strong. Asking for prayer is so vital in our walks. Whether we feel strong or weak, it doesn't matter. I think we should be asking for prayers regardless how we feel and where we're at, because the power of prayer is so profound. Having those people in our lives, having that resource to tap into is so vital. And if you don't have prayerful friends and prayer warriors in your corner, I want you to pray and ask Papa to bring them to you. We all go through life where we've been hurt by people. I'm right there with you so many times. And in a season in my life when I needed people the most, I had a friend disengage, walk away, and not only do that, but take other friends with them. It was a very heart-wrenching season. And it was even more heart-wrenching because I felt they were true biblical friends. So at that point, I felt like a really poor judge of character. And I got on my knees and I asked Papa to provide me with good, wholesome, Christian individuals that I could count on regardless. Because in my mind, a friend is a friend till the end. A friend is a friend that is there through the good, the bad, and the ugly, because that's what I would do. So that's what I wanted, and that's what I asked for. And you know what? Papa brought them. They're still with me. They are my most profound prayer warriors. They are amazing people. And I think that, because of our walk in life, oftentimes we are a poor judge of character. I was a type A, people pleaser, low self-esteem. I believe those characteristics for me of myself caused me to be jaded in my vision of others. And getting to a place of healing in that has really helped me. The other thing that we need to keep in mind is that it's the enemy playing in our lives as well. Being in a place of low self-esteem, people pleasing because we don't have a good outlook on ourselves and even others. We've been through trauma, and that trauma defines us until we learn that it doesn't. And the enemy will play on that. The enemy will continue to play on that and utilize those things, those areas of weakness, those areas of hurt for us, to really keep us bound. And when we realize that we have power over that and that we are keeping ourselves in bondage, that's where we really are going to thrive. And that's why I'm sharing this today. All these things that I've expressed here are the way the enemy attacks, the way the enemy keeps us, and it ultimately keeps us from healing and growth. So Starting your day strong by demanding all evil to leave is one powerful stepping stone. That means that we are planting our feet in our cornerstone, and that is Christ, in Papa. Plant your feet in Papa. And then ask Him to fill you up. Ask Him for wisdom, knowledge, direction, and discernment throughout your day. Also ask Him to guide your steps, guide you in your day. There are going to be days that you can go fast. There's going to be days that you need to go slow. Get in tune with yourself. Get in tune with your body. Realize what your personal needs are and accept the pace for the day. When you do, He will guide you, and you will have the most amazing days, accomplishing more than you could have ever imagined, even in a place of slow, even in a place of being able to do nothing. Why? Because you learn to rest in the place of rest. Our body needs rest. In rest is where we heal. When we are pulling into Papa and asking for all these things, the enemy can't touch us. And we are focused and geared toward the heavenly realms and are going to succeed beautifully. But when we allow the enemy to infiltrate and to attack us and to hold us in that place and to use others to do it. You know, if you are surrounded by people that are not nurturing you, and you know, the enemy will use people. Please know that. Please know that. In my season of loss, the enemy was using those people. Them walking away was truly a blessing, because I wasn't seeing how they were harming myself and my family. Only until they walked away did I see that, because of where I was personally. The only way we're going to grow is if we keep our eyes up and we keep looking on Him, we keep staying in a positive place, and we keep asking for help. Because, you know, as we progress, we may need less and less help because we know where it comes from and we're just constantly seeking it anyway. But also because we are getting healthier and wholer and becoming a better version of ourselves. So again, when we are weak, He is strong. Pull in, ask for those things, and continue to grow in your faith. Building our faith and our trust muscles is one of the most powerful things we can do. And as we are in that season, and as we are in that season of growth, and we are keeping our eyes on Him and asking for those things every day. And please don't feel like you're not worthy. None of us are worthy. It's through Him and Him dying on the cross that we are gifted forgiveness. And that is a gift to us. So please know that it is a gift that you need to receive. None of us are worthy. We are all sinners. We are all broken. I will be the first to tell you I am a cracked vessel. God's light shines through my cracks. So you are worthy of asking, and you are slapping Him in the face if you feel you aren't, because He died a brutal death so that we could have this forgiveness, so that we could have these gifts. So please ask for them. And please learn to grow in this place. And please, please realize that spiritual warfare is real. It is happening all around us. And when we take these simple measures to increase our abilities to improve, to increase our abilities to be strong, to increase our abilities to be a stronger and better person and Christian, it's profound, the results. We are not meant to be held in bondage, whether it's by ourselves and our own mental and stuck, broken selves, or if it is the enemy. But please, I ask you today to realize it's real and to hone in on it and to wield the powers we've been given in the name of Jesus. It's really profound, and a lot of people, regardless if they are on a healing journey, are stuck in a place of bondage. But even more so if we're in a healing journey. And I truly believe that. I watch my clients being stuck in that place for a lot of reasons. And it's my goal, as you know, with my practice, to help my clients spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And it has to happen in that order. So let's get ourselves spiritually right. Keep pulling into Papa. Keep demanding the enemy to leave. Keep filling up with God's goodness. And keep growing in yourself. I don't know if I mentioned this last week or not, but in the Bible study that I run, one week, several years ago, I coined the phrase, we need to be reachable, teachable, and humble. We need to be obedient to God's calling. We need to be able to be reached by Him. We need to be obedient to what He puts on our hearts. And we need to yield to His hand. And in order to do that, we need to be humble. We need to be humble and know that we are broken and know that we have lots of reason for growth, lots of reason for correction. And the more we focus on being the best version of ourselves, the more we can be a blessing to the kingdom, to our families, to our friends, even to ourselves. Because so often in our early walks, we look in the mirror and we don't like what we see. We need to get to a place where we look in that mirror and we love what we see wholeheartedly. Love the person that he or she is. Love how far we've come. Love what God is doing in our lives. And love so much that that's all that is coming through the cracks is God's love, not just for ourselves, but that it grows and it exceeds beyond us into all the others that we come in contact with. So that's my message for today. Be aware that there is spiritual warfare in our world today and make every effort possible to fight against it. We have to. We have to. Our world is broken, and through our efforts, we can make a huge difference. First through ourselves, then in our four walls, and then to those around us. So have a fabulous rest of your day. I look forward to visiting with you next week. God bless.
Thank you for joining us on Faith-Led Healing, where every day is one step closer to your best life ever. We hope you enjoyed the show and encourage you to join us at faithledhealing.com. Connect with us on your favorite podcast app and be sure to leave us a review. Remember, your best life is just down the path. The Faith-Led Healing